Tonight, we're learning more about the charges 11 suspects will face after a standoff situation on Route 95 in Wakefield, Mass, just north of Boston. Massachusetts State Police say some of the suspects are from Rhode Island. 12 News reporter Alexandra Leslie joins us now with more details about the charges and what state police recovered from that incident. New tonight.
Mass State Police tell us troopers recovered several firearms in their investigation, and all 11 suspects, which includes one juvenile, are facing several charges. Holiday weekend traffic came to a halt on Route 95 for hours early Saturday when men who identified themselves as militia encountered Massachusetts State Police in Wakefield.
11 armed individuals standing with long guns slung on an interstate highway at 2 in the morning certainly raises concerns.
One state police trooper initially pulled over to offer help when they spotted two cars pulled over on Route 95 with hazard lights on, apparently trying to refuel their cars. The trooper noticed the men were armed, wearing tactical military-style uniforms. At some point, some of the men fled into the woods while others remained on the highway.
The trooper made inquiries as to their driver's license status, asked them to produce relevant firearms licenses, and the individuals indicated that they had neither, or that they did not have them on their person.
Two of the suspects are from Rhode Island. State police tell us that's 29-year-old Jamal Tavon Sanders Latimer of Providence and 40-year-old Quinn Cumberlander of Pawtucket. Massachusetts State Police Colonel Christopher Mason said the group identified themselves as being called the Rise of the Moors. On its website, Rise of the Moors states it's a nonprofit based in Pawtucket, and they're, quote, Moorish Americans dedicated to educating new Moors and influencing our elders. And they're not anti-government or anti-police. Rhode Island State Police Colonel James Manny confirmed to 12 News that state police are well aware of this group and have also been in constant communication with Mass State Police regarding Saturday's standoff. Manny also told 12 News fusion centers in both states have been communicating during the ongoing investigation. After about 9 hours, all 11 suspects were taken into custody without incident, according to police. Colonel Mason said the group, who did not have firearms licenses, have a different perspective on the law.
I appreciate that perspective. I disagree with that perspective at the end of the day, but I recognize that it's theirs.
Saturday night, state police revealed troopers had so far recovered 3 AR-15 rifles, 2 pistols, a shotgun, and a short barrel rifle. The 11 suspects are facing various gun charges, in addition to each being charged with a conspiracy to commit a crime, and state police say more charges could be coming. The Middlesex District Attorney's Office tells us that the juvenile was released to parental custody, but the 10 remaining suspects are being held in the Billerica House of Correction on $100,000 cash bail. All the men are due back in court on Tuesday. I'm Alexandra Leslie, 12 News.